So we're at the sunny Arizona Chase Field for this big match between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays 51-27, they're on top of the MLB right now. Whereas the Diamondbacks 38-41, they're below 500. Their team's not looking that good right now, but there's Donaldson and their top hitter on their team facing off. But today, we're facing off against Zack Godley. I've never seen this pitcher before, but 6-5, 3.64 ERA on the season. He's not too bad, I guess. He's got a pretty good fastball, but other than that, he's not the greatest. But now taking on against our lineup. Our lineup is so beastly. Our starting lineup led off by Byron Buxton, 297 batting average, Tulo 285, Yoenis Cespedes, Josh Donaldson, Jock Peterson, and the rest of the crew all the way down there. But Tulo hitting off today with 1 out here in this inning. But Tulo, he gets this one right to the second baseman, makes the play at second. He's going to gun him out right from second base with the second out of this inning. So our offense not really doing the greatest right now, but you have Yoenis Cespedes coming up with 2 outs, nobody on here in this inning. Yoenis get this one high in the air, deep to center field, but it's be caught by the center fielder, Yasiel Puig, to end the inning right there. So Puig somehow on the Diamondbacks. I had no idea Puig was even on the Diamondbacks. But today our lefty Drew Smyly, he's gonna head to the mound today. He's heading for his 10th win of the season. He has a 9-2 record right now, 2.76 ERA. He's amazing right now, along with Drew Hutchinson, who's up there for Cy Young. But their starting lineup for the Diamondbacks, it's not the greatest. I guess they have Yasiel Puig, plus they have Bryce Harper they just signed in the offseason. Other than that, their lineup is pretty weak. But gonna freeze up Garcia for the first strikeout of the day, and the first out of the day right there. The second man up's gonna strike out on that pitch in the zone for the second of this inning, so 2 strikeouts already. And we're gonna face off against Bryce Harper here, 336 batting average in the National League, so he's a pretty tough cookie to crack. But our man Bryce Harper, he's gonna swing right to our second baseman Will Myers. Will Myers makes a play at second. He's gonna gun him out to end that quick inning right there. So their offense not the greatest, but Drew Smyly killing it so far with 2 strikeouts in this game. But to lead off this inning, we're gonna hit this one deep into center field, right to the center fielder Yasiel Puig once again, getting some more action, and he gets the out, the first out of this inning. So they're here 2 outs in this inning for the Jays, but looks to just pop this one way up in foul territory. It's to be caught by left fielder, and that's gonna quickly end that inning right there. So their offense not doing well so far. 0 hits so far, heading through second 2 innings right here. We head to the bottom of the second inning with Yasiel Puig coming on for the Diamondbacks. We get this one right at Josh Donaldson. Donaldson's going to throw it to first, and that's going to get the quick out at first and for the first one. But here's the AL East standings so far. The Jays number 1, Yankees number 2. And we're actually doing not too bad, but right here, another strikeout for Drew Smyly is going to make him get 2 outs in this inning. So Drew Smyly, 3 strikeouts so far in this game, only through about 2 innings, but next man up's going to strike out on that cutter down the zone, and guess what that is? 4 strikeouts for Drew Smyly through 2 innings of play. So Drew Smyly playing very well right now. But now Will Myers heading to the play here to lead off the top of the 3rd inning for the Blue Jays. A 300 batting average, doing very well so far for the Jays this season. But he's going to casually hit this one into left field for a single. And that's going to be the first single of the day for the Jays, breaking that goose egg. But that's going to extend his 12-game inning streak to 12. So Will Myers just killing it so far. In the last episode, he did grand salami to get us the W. So, I mean, he's doing very well so far when it comes to the gameplay videos. But he's going to take second here on a stolen base off that foul ball. And that means he has 8 stolen bases. Ever catcher Austin Barnes here at the plate with 1 man on second base. This one high and deep to left field. That one is carrying. That one is back. And that one is gone. So Austin Barnes, it's a home run into left field. That's going to make it a 2-0 game here for the Jays early in the top of the 3rd inning. So Austin Barnes, of all people, it's a home run. Austin Barnes has barely any power to hit a single. Imagine hitting a home run for him. But Austin Barnes, it's got to be like his... Yeah, it's his 5th home run of the season, a 371-footer straight to left field, and that makes it a 2-0 game here for the Jays early in this game. But watch his home run, though. I thought for sure it'd be a fly ball in the left field, easily caught by the left fielder, but somehow Austin Barnes enough power to carry it over the wall for the Blue Jays to make it a 2-0 lead here for us early in this game. But almost caught by the left fielder. That was very close. But after the home run, we have our pitcher Drew Smyly in here to hit, but Smyly's going to hit this one in the left center field. That's going to drop for a single. So Drew Smyly a single on that one. And now there's a man on first here after that home run by our man Austin Barnes. But their pitching coach is going to go and talk to the pitcher just to tell him what's up. And our man Troy Tulowitzki coming up to the plate here, the man at first. So Troy Tulowitzki's home run makes it a 4-0 game here, top of the 3rd. We're doing very well, but now Donaldson's up, and he's going to go take a walk here after 4 straight pitches, and that's going to make it a man at first here, 2 outs for Jock Peterson. But Peterson hits this one right to the first baseman. He easily makes a play at first, and that's going to end that 4-run inning for the Blue Jays right there. So the Jays to the bottom of the 3rd inning here. So far, Drew Smyly is killing it today, but they're going to do some ground out right to him. He's going to gun into first for the first out of this inning. So Drew Smyly, so far, like 4 strikeouts through 3 innings, but next man up's going to hit this one right to Donaldson. Donaldson easily makes the play at third. That's going to quickly end the inning right there. So far, Drew Smyly just killing it through 3 innings, a shutout 3 innings, in fact. So at top of the 4th inning here, our man Will Myers up. He's going to right into center field. But the second baseman dives. He's going to gun it to first and get the out at first. So I don't know how he made that play, but he just completely dives, extends his arm full. Here's a replay right here. So he's watching the ball. He goes, and he's going to dive right there, collect the ball, and he's going to gun it to first just to rob Will Myers of a hit right there. So Will Myers completely robbed, and now there's 2 outs in hitting for man, Austin Barnes. But he's going to go and take a walk here by the pitcher, and that officially makes it 1 man on here with 2 outs in the sitting. Trying to score some runs here as our man Drew Smyly's up to the plate. But Drew Smyly watches as strike 3 is called, and it's going to quickly end the inning right there. So Drew Smyly frozen by that 4-seam fastball, and they're heading to the bottom of the 4th inning here. But right, they're going to hit this one right into center field for a single. So finally Diamondbacks get on the board here with a hit, and that breaks up Drew Smyly's no-hitter through 4 innings. But now there's a man on first here with 0 outs, but they pop this one way up in the foul territory, and Bryce Harper's retired for the second out of this inning. So now right there, Bryce Harper getting frustrated, obviously. There's a man on first here with 2 outs, but next batter up's going to strike out on that cutter out of the zone. That's going to quickly end the inning right there. So right now, Drew Smyly let up a hit, but it doesn't really matter. Sitting to the top of the 5th inning here, our man Yoenis Cespedes is up. He's going to hit this one right in right field. That's going to drop for a single. So now Yoenis Cespedes gets on here with 2 outs in this inning with our man Josh Donaldson coming up to the plate here. Josh Donaldson, great power hitter, but he's going to hit this one right to the shortstop. And the shortstop guns it to second for the force out, and that's going to quickly end that 5th inning off right there. So our offense kind of stalling here after the 4-run game, or 4-run inning earlier. But next up, at the bottom of the 5th inning, we're going to strike out very first batter here, Maikel Franco, to start off this inning. So 1 out in this inning for Drew Smyly, but they're going to go and strike out the very next batter down in a way for the second of this inning. So it's 2 strikeouts so far in this inning for Drew Smyly. Just so far killing it today. I think he has like 7 strikeouts on the day. But here's the ERA leaders for the American League. But notice that 3 Blue Jays pitchers there, Eric Hayes, Drew Smyly, and Drew Hutchinson right there for the Jays. So our man both Drews are killing it so far this year, but right there, the very next batter is going to go and walk on that pitch. It looked very close to being a strikeout, but I mean, that's how the game is. So now there's a man on first here with 2 outs, but it's right to Donaldson. Donaldson takes his time completely, but he's not going to be in time, as that's going to be way too late for a single. So there's 2 men on here with 2 outs in this inning for the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks get a strikeout on that slider way out of the zone. That's going to be a strikeout to end the inning right there. So Drew Smyly, so many strikeouts in this game. I have no idea how many he does, but the Diamondbacks going to bring in a new pitcher, Burgos. But dude's going to strike out on that 2-seam fastball high in the zone, the first out of this inning. So it looks like Burgos bringing his most, as that's like almost 100 miles per hour for the 4-seam fastball. Just crazy. So to the bottom of the 6th inning here for the Drew Smyly show. But first batter up, he's going to strike out on that 2-seam fastball high in the zone, the first out of this inning. And Drew Smyly just adding more to his tally when it comes to strikeouts today. I mean, shutout game through 6 innings. He's just doing very well for the Jays. But winner in this inning for Drew Smyly. But the next batter up, guess what? He strikes out on that changeup down in the zone for the second out of this inning. So 2 outs in this inning, nobody on. But then hits one right in the left field, but it's be caught by Jock Peterson. That's going to end the inning right there. So Drew Smyly, shutout game through 6 innings for the Jays. He's just killing it so far from the Jays right now. But first batter up in the top of the 7th. He's going to strike out on that pitch, just frozen right there, the first out of this inning. Now 2 outs in this inning as our man Buxton's up. He's going to strike out once again, and that's going to quickly end the inning right there. So to the bottom of the 7th inning here for Drew Smyly. But first batter up's going to hit this one right to Will Myers. Will Myers flips it to first, but he's way off the plate, and that's going to make it a single. So a man on here with 0 outs in this inning for the Diamondbacks. Not too good here. But next batter up's going to hit this one right down center. That's going to make it 2 men on here with 0 outs in this inning for the Diamondbacks. No one here in this inning, 2 men on. But next batter up's going to strike out on that slider right in the zone. 2 men on here, 2 outs in this inning for Drew Smyly. But next batter up's going to strike out on that pitch in the zone. And that's going to quickly end the inning right there. So 2 consecutive strikeouts for Drew Smyly, ice in his veins, and that's going to end the inning right there with no run score. But Neverman Cespedes is up in the bottom of the 7th, but it is one right in the right field, but it's going to be caught by Bryce Harper on that diving catch in foul territory. So Bryce Harper, amazing catch right there, as he possibly saves a double on that hit. But I mean, Bryce Harper, great hitter, great defense. He's actually a pretty good leader for the Diamondbacks in the oncoming future. But next batter up is Donaldson, who's going to strike out on the pitch, high in the zone. And it's going to quickly end the bottom of the 7th inning right there. So heading to the top of the 8th inning, we're going to bring in Fernando Salas, the first pitcher besides Drew Smyly pitch for the Jays today. Right now, Salas is actually killing it, 1.96 ERA, doing very well. But first batter up is going to right down center, and that's going to be a single to lead off this inning. So not exactly what we want, as there's 1 man on here with 1 out. But next batter up is going to right in the left field for another single. So now man on second, but he's running to third. We're going to go and gun him out at third base. So getting way too greedy on that one, as we gun out the runner at third. And now it's going to make it 1 man on here with 2 outs after that failed base running mistake by the Diamondbacks. Why'd you run it to third base when we're clearly going to make it the out right there? It makes no sense whatsoever, but I mean, we get the very nice looking out there, as Bryce Harper's going to come on here 0 for 3 in the day with 1 man on. down 2 outs, but he's a strikeout on the changeup way down the zone, and that's going to end. Then right there off of a strikeout. So Salas strikes out Bryce Harper to head to the top of the 9th inning. They're bringing Joe Foss come and pitch against the Blue Jays here in the 9th. But lefty, he's actually pretty good. 2.27 ERA on the season. He's not too bad. With 2 outs here, we have our man Will Myers, but he's hit this one right down center, and it's going to drop for a single. So a man on here with 2 outs in this inning, exactly what you want, because you want to score some more runs in order to get a little bit more leverage. But yeah, our man catcher Austin Barnes up. He's hit this one right to third base. They get the force at second, and it's going to quickly end the top of the 9th inning off right there. So to the bottom of the 9th inning, we're going to bring in Neftali Feliz to come and pitch for the Blue Jays. So righty, a 5.58 ERA. Hopefully you can go and make the save here. I really don't know, but 0-2 for the Diamondbacks. Hits this one right down center for a single. So your leadoff man gets on here in the top or the bottom of the 9th here. Not exactly what you want, but 1 out here, 1 man on. But next batter up is going to strike out right in that pitch down in the zone for the second of the inning. So 2 outs sitting, 1 man on here, but hit this one right to Josh Donaldson. We get the force out at second, and that's going to end the game right there. So we take this one 4-0 here, a shutout for Drew Smyly and the crew. As Smyly pitched just a very good game today, a shutout game for Drew Smyly. That increases ERA down to leave 2.5 on the season. So Drew Smyly doing it very well so far this season. Maybe he might be up for Cy Young after this game. I really don't know, but the Jays take this one 4-0 here against the Diamondbacks. Chulo obviously had that home run, 1 home run, 2 RBIs for the top hitter of the day, but Drew Smyly is your top hitter, a pitcher of the game, and player of the game, obviously. So, I'm going to quickly end this episode off here. Just make sure to like and subscribe for more Blue Jays franchise. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.